Hello, hello and welcome everybody to another UK Sim Reviews review. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? We talked about this last time. I put too many of the word review in the intro to this song. Yeah. God, it must be Friday and it must be a really, really long day. This intro to the review video. Yeah, what have we got for you this week? Well, we've got the Mayflower line by Just Trains, which is add-on for Train Simulator, and specifically it's an add-on for an add-on. It's an add-on for the, if you've got the London to Ipswich Great Eastern Main Line, it's an add-on for that, so that you obviously need that as a prerequisite. What is the Mayflower line? What does it do? Well, one of the things in the review that I did a few weeks ago on the actual London to Ipswich route, I mentioned that the line down to Harwich, the tracks are there, but there's no scenery whatsoever. And that was one of the frustrating things, because there is a freight terminal down there, and there's obviously a double line passenger services, and a few other sort of things. So it was kind of frustrating that they've got the route there, sort of the track bed, and they've not actually bothered finishing the scenery. As well as obviously that on the Ipswich route, that they've actually got the line down to Manningtree in there and a couple of other sort of branch lines. It's as though they sort of did lay the track bed and then went, we can't be arsed doing it anymore. And I did actually email not Just Trains, oh god, it's going to be a bad day, isn't it? I emailed Dovetail Games about that, and they did me the injustice of not even acknowledging my email. So I couldn't find anything out about it. And I kind of left it there, and what was happening is I was watching another YouTuber, PGT Rail. If you've not seen his YouTube channel, go and have a look. He's really, really good. Sort of does route learning stuff and drives without the hood and all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that kind of thing, check out his channel. And I was watching his, and this one came up, and I'm going, huh? How's he actually doing this route? And it turns out that there's this pack, and I never ever knew existed. So you live and learn. So what does it actually give you? Well, it gives you 11 miles, which doesn't sound a lot, but equally we're not talking about a lot of cash here. It's 11 miles to transform the Manningtree to Harwich extension back to what it should be. And in addition to that, you get a bucket load of scenarios. And actually, I've kind of not just trained a little bit in the past for their scenarios, and yes, some of these are a bit thin. So what you're seeing in the background now playing is actually one of the scenarios where you drive from Ipswich down to Harwich International in a Class 153. The sort of parked vehicles and things at the side of the track are missing as usual, as we've kind of know and love with Just Train scenarios at the moment. However, the variety of rolling stock they've put in there is quite extensive. So if you look at what they've done, they've included 4 scenarios, which just includes the Great Angular Class 360, which comes with the London Ipswich route. So if you've got nothing else, at least you've got 4 scenarios which you can play kind of straight out of the box. However, there are another 10, I think it is, that include a lot of extra rolling stock if you've got it. So it includes the Class 86 loco add-on from Steam. It includes the Great Eastern Main Line Class 90 from Steam. It includes a Class 321 from Armstrong Powerhouse if you've got that. It includes, some of them include the First Capital Connect Class 321 from Steam. Some include the Just Trains Class 153, Class 70 from Steam, the Class 90 from Armstrong Powerhouse in Freightliner livery. So they've put quite a bit of effort to kind of mix it up a bit and kind of make it feel like an actual live rolling line, which is I think is great. You know, they've taken that time and effort, not just their own trains, because you know it would be easy for them to just go, oh yeah, well you need to buy our class 67 and our class 60 and therefore that's what we're going to do. No, they've taken Steam ones, well, Dovetail games off Steam, if you know what I mean. They've taken Armstrong Powerhouse rolling stock, they've taken their own, so they've made the effort there, and I think that's absolutely great. In addition to the pack as well, they've included some reskins for the containers that come with the Class 70 and Class 86 pack as well. So there's quite a few things in there for you. What other things are there? There's 9 free roam scenarios. I never sort of find a use for free roam unless I'm doing a zoom through videos like you've seen before. So yeah, fair enough. But there's a lot to do in this. I mean, for a tiny little add-on, it's 11 miles. You think, nah. I think it's quite good value for money. So I say value for money. What is it at the moment? It's £9.99 from Just Trains' website. It kind of finishes off for me this London to Ipswich route. It gives you an additional what is it, 14 scenarios, so additional 14 scenarios, plus 9 free roam scenarios, plus some reskins for some containers. So yeah, that's what the Mayflower line is and gives you. And you know, is it worth the money? That's down to you guys. If you guys have got obviously London to Ipswich and you're a little bit frustrated by not having that line there, then it's absolutely a must buy. It's good to have, like I say, sort of 14 scenarios. Again, if you're used to kind of Armstrong Powerhouse and DP simulation sort of level of scenarios, then you might be a little bit frustrated with these, but they're certainly a hell of a lot better and more varied than what you would get from kind of a lot of add-ons. If you look at, I don't know, let's pick one at random. London to Bedford route. I'm going to be reviewing that either next week or the week after. Or let's take London to Ipswich, the default one. You know, all you get with that is the Class 360, and you see nothing other than Class 360s. So they've put the effort in. They've mixed it up. They've tried to make it feel real. Some of the shots shortly you'll kind of see where the trackside stuff sort of lets it down. When you get to the terminal, you can see like there's just nothing there, and it's a massive container terminal with no container wagons or anything going on. So that is the only downside. But other than that, I think this is really, really good. And depending on, you know, one of the scenario pack builders, because you know, I'm not a scenario builder, I don't have the time to do it, and I'm quite happy just throw my cash and let somebody else do the hard work. I'm sure if one of the scenario builders gets hold of this and creates some packs for it, then it will be a very, very good add-on. And like I said, for £9.99, I think you get a lot for the money. So yeah, as usual, thank you very much for watching this review. I hope it's been informative for you. If you like it, please like it. Click the button. Subscribe. We're going to have a lot more reviews. I've got tons of video content at the moment. We're going to be doing a Class 222 review shortly from Just Trains. We've got the Class 170 review to do. We've got the Middle and Main Line route add-on coming in the next week or two, and quite a lot more reviews. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in a bit. Bye bye.